Hey guys, I was really busy with animating to finish it up, so I recorded process and I screen recorded, but I didn't record very much like facial face shot. I don't know what they call it. So I decided I'm gonna do this video a teeny bit differently than the other ones because the process of creating this animated short film has taken so many twists and turns and didn't go the way I expected it to at all, and the product isn't what I thought it would be at all. I'm very happy with it. It's just I kind of wanted to walk through how it got to where it is. I'm gonna kind of tell the story. I did a storyboard. I made a huge, I think I made like 16 pages of storyboards, which is very ambitious and not really feasible to accomplish, but I didn't realize that yet. I finished all the storyboards and I started doing some backgrounds in episode 2, which took a long time, so depending on how complicated the backgrounds are is going to determine how long it's going to take to make them. And I chose a pretty complicated painting style. Also, I am not super experienced with painting environments and backgrounds and stuff, so there's additional time that it took me. So I spent maybe like 4 days trying to get backgrounds done because I thought I could just get them all done at once, but I realized that wasn't possible. I was running out of days and I knew I'd need like 10 days at the minimum to animate something. So I was like, okay, I have like 4 backgrounds. I'm just gonna start animating and see what happens. So I started animating this first scene where I had this guy in a bar. I was gonna have him be captured by a bounty hunter. He's gonna be starting in a bar and drinking some orange juice and having like flashbacks of him like killing people or something to insinuate that he's or not insinuate, I guess I would just tell you he's a bad guy. That's not really insinuating. Pretty clear cut. So are the people that he cut to death. Like a whole day animating him just like drinking. Some other clips I was like, oh, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Especially I wasn't really happy with my line art. The pixels, like I would fill in the background color, but when I exported it transparently there would be like pixels around the line art that like went transparent through, which gave it like a kind of like a messy look. I got some advice from someone that I know who actually worked in the animation industry, and he said I should use the same line weight, like just lock my line weight. That way when I fill in the colors, the lines will be the same thickness, so there won't be a bleeding. It worked really well. So but it takes longer because you have to be careful with your lines and closing all your lines and really focusing on general quality of my lines. Around this time I had like maybe 10 days left, and I'd animated like pretty much most of the start of the bar scene, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to like finish like this entire thing I have. So basically thought, okay, I kind of want like some sort of like action to happen in this, and I was like, okay, maybe I can make it like 2 parts. I wanted him to have flashbacks, but then I was like, maybe I should have him like have more like actual flashbacks to this, I don't know, burning village death scene. And I started doing that. I started with an action sequence. I really like animating action sequences, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna animate this on ones, which ended up looking very cool, but it took a long time. So that took me 4 days. So I did this other one of like this like crazy perspective thing, and I spent an entire day doing that. I had 5 days left at this point, and I was like, okay. So I sat down and I was like, okay, you know what? If I'm so invested in this death scene, I may as well just do that because I have like a few days left. So I just hammered down on that, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do like some high action village slaughter scene, and I'm gonna put everything I have into like the quality of the animation over the quantity. And I had to think of like a kind of a story to because it wouldn't make sense if there was just action sequences out of context. I ended up animating this super cool like slice, and I did this like really cool comic word art or whatever, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna like center the story around this slice. I'm gonna title this Slice because slice. When I finished the slicing scene, I had 2 days left. I need 3 more scenes, or like 3 more like angles or shots to make it make sense. Like, I stayed up that night till 4 and I finished one of the scenes. The day before yesterday, I finished half of one of the other ones, and then I edited and composited everything I'd done so far. And then yesterday I wanted to finish everything, so I had two more shots. Yesterday I started at 1 p.m. yesterday, and I was like, okay, I'm not stopping till I finish this. And I animated the entire night. I did all of the sound design and edited the entire video, and is now completely done. I'm running on like 0 hours of sleep. Yeah, so that's kind of the journey my animated short took. I'm very happy with the result. It's the coolest thing I have ever animated. I say that about everything my friends will laugh at me because I say that about every single thing I animate, but it truly is the best thing I've animated thus far, and I'm very proud of it. I put so many hours into it. I lost a lot of sleep, but it was worth it. But yeah, I've grown a lot as an artist and as an animator, so this was a really fun project, and I would not do it again. No, I would do it again. I would not don't lose sleep. You need sleep. Sleep is important. I need to sleep. I should not be recording right now. I should be sleeping. That's what I should be doing right now. Anyways, yeah. So, well, by the time you're watching this, it'll be on YouTube. And so I don't wanna put it in here because I want you to be able to experience it for yourself. It is a little bit violent. Please go check it out. And tell me what you think in the comments, or don't. If you guys have been watching this entire series, thank you for following along, and I'll release more content after I sleep, so stay tuned. It will be a doozy.